Hi, my name is Shan and welcome back to the chaos that is Shani and Books. Today I am doing my December TBR video. If you have been following me for the last couple of months, you would know that I started doing a TBR game, which is 10-pin bowling chooses my TBR. So I needed something simple that I could remember the rules to and that didn't get confusing for me. So I'm using these little toy pins that are my son's. I now have 10 because I kept playing with 6, but I have 10 of these. I'm going to randomly allocate a reading prompt to each, and then I roll the ball, and whichever ones I knock down are prompts that I have to fulfill. You guys know it's really simple. What happened this month is that I accidentally deleted the note in my phone that has all of the prompts. So this morning what I did is in my little Friends mug, which I have a Friends light that I want to put on my shelf and I can't find it, so I'm really upset. But anyway, in my little mug I have a bunch of prompts. So this morning I thought of some, and then I watched a bunch of people's, not a bunch, a few people's TBR games and stole some prompts from them. So I'll leave linked below some of the TBR games that I enjoy watching, but there's plenty on YouTube at the moment, so I'm sure you can find them. So yeah, I wrote them out on little bits of paper, and then this way, hopefully at the start of the month, I can just draw out 10 and stick them straight onto the pins. So that way I don't have to mess around with like writing out the prompts. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is I have my little jar. So let me start by pulling out 10 prompts, and then I have to set up to do the roll, which I'm kind of nervous, but so the first one is, you're not gonna be able to see because it won't focus. A title with 3 words. Booktube rec. Under 6,000 ratings on Goodreads. Out of my comfort zone. Beautiful cover. 1-word title. A book that everyone has read but me. Oh, award-winning. An author that's 30 years or older. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, okay, this is the last one. Mental illness rep. I had that last month. Should I change that because I don't want to? I'm going to change it so I can get something different because I have like weird ones in here. Is that cheating? I don't know, but I had that last month. Under 300 pages. All right, there's my 10. I kind of cheated because I put one back, but I want to do fresh ones. I feel like I kept getting the same prompts. Okay, I'm going to stick all of these onto the pins and then I'll be back. Okay, I've set up the pin, so I'll try and do an overhead shot, but I have the things on the top. Okay, so Kian was clearly about to knock them down in that clip, but what I was trying to do is give you an overhead shot of all of the prompts on the pins. So here is a graphic that is doing that instead. Back to the clip. Okay, Kian, no. Okay, so as you can see, there's only 4, is it, that I did not knock down. All right, I am back. So I knocked over 6 pins. So these are the 6 books that I'm going to have to read in December. So the first one was a 1-word title. And I'm kind of cheating for this one because I'm currently reading this book and it's like the last day of November, so maybe I'll be finished by December. But so the book that I'm picking for one word title is Yearbook by Seth Rogen, and I know that it's like written on 2 lines, but it's written as one word, so it's one word. Year and book aren't 2 separate words. So this is obviously Seth Rogen's book, who is a celebrity, and I don't often read a lot of celebrity books, but like I said, I'm currently reading this one, and I'm also listening to the audiobook along with it because Seth Rogen narrates the audiobook himself. The audiobook is also really well produced. There's like sound effects and music and like effects when he's like on the phone, or if it's like he's on stage doing a stand-up routine, like they make it sound like he's on stage. So I'm really enjoying that. But this book is hilarious. I've laughed so many times reading this. If you like Seth Rogen, then I think you would like this book. This isn't a review. I'm supposed to be telling you about it. I'm not like a huge Seth Rogen fan or anything, but I like him in movies, so I thought I'd pick it up because it sounded like it would be really funny, and it is. And yeah, it's basically just Seth Rogen telling a bunch of stories about his life, his career. So yeah, that is my first book that I'm probably going to finish before December, but we're not going to talk about that. Okay, next one. A book that everyone has read but you. And for this one, I'm going to choose a book that I don't physically have in my hands right now, but it's on its way to me. I think it should be here in like less than a week. So I'll put up a picture, but it is The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood, I think is the author. This is ridiculously hyped at the moment. It just recently came out and it went like viral, I guess, on TikTok, and everyone is reading it and loving it. And it's basically a fake dating, oh, my Christmas tree, how do I change that setting? It's basically like a fake dating romance book, and I don't know much else about it besides that, but I'm really excited to read it because I feel like everyone's read it. He's playing with the pins now. Okay, next up we have a book that is under 300 pages. So this book is well under 300 pages. It's actually under 200 pages. But this is Infinite Country by Patricia Engel. And I don't know a lot about this book. Talia is being held at a correctional facility for adolescent girls in the forested mountains of Colombia after committing an impulsive act of violence that may or may not have been warranted. She urgently needs to get out and get back home to Bogota, I don't know how to pronounce anything, where her father and a plane ticket to the United States are waiting for her. If she misses her flight, she might also miss her chance to finally be reunited with her family in the north. Okay, so it looks like it is about a family that is separated into 2 different countries. Yeah, it's super short, like I said, so hopefully I can squeeze it in. I do have a vlog that I'm reading this for. So that's this one. So next up we have a beautiful cover. I don't know why I'm showing you because I'm pretty sure you can't read it from there, but anyway. So for beautiful cover, I have chosen All Boys Aren't Blue by George M. Johnson. I've been meaning to read this for so long, and I really love this cover. These are like my 2 favorite colors, the pink and the blue, and I really love the art style. But yeah, like I've said, I've had this sitting on my shelf for so long, and I know it's supposed to be really good. In his groundbreaking young adult memoir, prominent writer and LGBTQIA+ activist George M. Johnson shares both glorious and gut-wrenching memories of growing up Black and queer in America. And I think this should also be a quick read. Like I just said, it is young adult, but the font's pretty big, so I'm hoping that I can get to this one this month. I did hear that the audiobook is really good because I think he narrates it himself, and I swear it used to be on Scribd, but I don't think it is anymore. So I'm just gonna have to read it physically, and maybe in the future I'll get the audiobook. I do love reading audiobooks when the author narrates it themselves, and especially for memoirs and things, I think it's really nice to read and follow along with the audiobook that way, but physically is fine, and it is stunning, so definitely fits that prompt. Next one is author is 30+ years old. This is such a funny prompt because, to be honest, I like never think about the author's age, so I had to just oh my God. So I had to Google some authors to confirm if they were or were not above 30 years old. The author that I've chosen is 35 according to Google, so fits this one. This is The Project by Courtney Summers. And this is the author that wrote the book Sadie, which I absolutely loved. I think almost everyone that read that loved it. Kian! She thinks it's hilarious. It's not funny. Yeah, Sadie is one of my all-time favorite books. And Courtney Summers came out with this book this year, and it didn't get the best reviews to begin with. So I'm a little hesitant going into it. I'm not expecting it to be... This is chaos. I'm not expecting it to be the same as Sadie, but I'm still hoping to enjoy it. And it's basically about these two sisters. I read like a couple of chapters of it. I'm like literally only read like 30 pages. So these two sisters where there was an accident that killed their parents and left one of them on the brink of death. And then I think it is to do with a cult. So we follow them in the future when one of them is in this cult and the other sister is trying to get her out of it. I think that's what it's about. But yeah, I am excited to read it. And I'm trying to go in with an open mind and not be thinking about the reviews that were not so positive about it. But like I said, yes, Sadie is one of my all-time favorite books. So yes, that's the next book. And then the last one is award-winning, which this is a stretch, but I'm going to pick Beautiful World, Where Are You by Sally Rooney. This is nominated for a Goodreads Choice Award. So obviously it hasn't won it, it's just nominated at the moment. But this author's previous novel, or first novel, Normal People, I know that won a lot of awards and it was adapted. So I would say that this author is award-winning and I really want to read her newest book. Yes, so I just recently purchased this one, so I really want to get into it in a timely manner. Okay, my camera stopped recording. I have no idea when, but I think I was talking about this book, which looks like it is just about 4 characters. Alice, a novelist, meets Felix, who works in a warehouse, and asks him if he'd like to travel to Rome with her. In Dublin, her best friend Eileen is getting over a breakup and slips back into flirting with Simon, a man she's known since childhood. Alice, Felix, Eileen and Simon are still young, but life is catching up with them. They desire each other, they delude each other, they worry about sex and friendship, and the world they live in. Are they standing in the last lighted room before the darkness, bearing witness to something? Will they find a way to believe in a beautiful world? So, yes, hoping to get to this one this month also. So those are the 6 books, these plus The Love Hypothesis, that I will be trying to get to in December. I actually have a lot of other books that I want to get to because most of these, actually all of these, are books that I wanted to read for reading vlogs, and they're not all for the same vlog. So I have other books to add in to these. So hopefully I can get to everything this month. We're just gonna cross our fingers and hope. But yeah, thank you once again for joining me in the chaos. I am hoping to have a lot of content out in December. I considered doing Bookmas, Vlogmas, but then I remembered that posting a video every day is just not possible. So maybe I'll post extra videos. Maybe I won't. I'm not gonna commit myself to that. But regardless, thank you for joining me for today's chaos, and I'll see you in my next video. Oh, if you made it to the end, leave the 10-pin bowling emoji. I don't know if I'm gonna make that emoji every time, but yes, thank you for joining me in the chaos. See you later.